Hi everyone, I am Angel Tarot Readings by Tim, and I thank you so much for joining me for our weekly Angel Tarot Oracle card reading for the week of Monday, May 28th through Sunday, June 3rd. And I just want to make note of this upcoming Monday, May 28th, is a day here in the United States, Memorial Day, in which we celebrate those who have fallen and died in the line of duty. And I want to, at this point right now, just to acknowledge all of those individuals that are in the military, those who have died. Thank you so much for protecting us, and we honor and thank you. So this week, again, we are going to be using the Angel Tarot Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I have three energy cards here, in which one is from the Art Through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle by Cheryl Yombrock Rose. Another one is Feathered Omens by Ted Andrews. And then finally, I have pulled a crystal card from the Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Sharman. So let's take a look at the energy cards first. And this one here is from the Art Through the Eyes of the Soul. And the card, let's see if I can get it without a glare, is the Master in Tibet, which is Become the Master You Seek. So I'm going to set this here for right now. But this card here, when I see this, Become the Master That You Seek, this is almost as if this card is saying that we need to actually walk our talk. We are so good at when we have a friend that comes to us in distress and they want to know, gosh, how should I handle this? What should I do? And it's so easy for us to be able to give advice on what we would do. But when it happens to us, we stumble on our own path. We get stuck. So we need to be our own mentor in a way. And this card here, that's what this is saying, is that it's saying that, we are a divine being. So internalize this knowledge and allow it to inspire self-confidence and inner strength. So, what you search for may not be what you find. And realization that the power of the universe is within you is the fulfillment of the quest. So this power is at your command to create and build with, and to find solutions to the most difficult challenges that you encounter. Looking outside of oneself and expecting someone or something to do all the work for you is kind of going against the cosmic laws. So one of the things that we need to do is that we must use the gifts that we've been given and actively engage in developing them in our own life process for assistance to appear. So that's that message. And the next card is from Ted Andrews, Feathered Omens, which is Peacock. So let's see if I can get this more focused here. And the message is protection and resurrection. Beautiful colors. And, that's one of the things is, with the peacock energy, the peacock with this protection and resurrection, it is really a powerful bird, very protective, and it's got this raucous call. So the coloring and the markings are even tied to like death and life rhythms in nature. So when this card comes up, you can actually expect a powerful time of birth and death and resurrection to occur within the next few weeks. So it's not just only for this week, but we may even be feeling this over the next month or two. So one of the things when Peacock comes into your presence here as a spirit guide, it's a strong indicator that, and also a reminder that anything lost in the next month or two will be replaced by something new and more beneficial. The difficulty in working with this process is you don't always know why things become difficult, don't work, or fall through until after the entire process has played itself out. And that's when you often have the aha response, like, oh, that's why that didn't work out. So expect that to occur for this week and even when we get into June and July. This is also one of the very few birds that represents the phoenix. And of course, the phoenix is a symbolism of um, resurrection. So we have a lot of that energy coming through for this week. The crystal card that we're going to be working with is going to be kunzite. And this is all about self love. So this brings me back to last week. Last week was about taking care of your health and cutting and clearing. And we still have a lot more of this coming through with the nurturing aspect, making sure that we're taking care of our own selves when other people may not be doing it for us. Not that we really should rely on anybody to do it for us, but, you know, in a relationship, we always hope that your partner will say, I love you. And we hope that, gosh, I'd love to hear that on a daily basis. Well, when we don't hear that on a daily basis, in some cases, in some instances, we can shut down. This is asking you with this card here and also with this crystal is, okay, you didn't hear it today. What can you do for yourself? What is it that you can provide for yourself in the form of nourishment that perhaps maybe, your partner or whatever's going on in this week that you're not getting? So take care of that. This is especially with the pink and the purple energy here. I do feel like this is your crown and definitely your heart chakra that is affiliated with this. And kunzite allows you to connect to your own infinite source of love. It also allows the heart to expand and flow, giving and receiving. It promotes healing from abandonment and rejection, kind of what I was just saying there a little bit ago. And it also does open and align your heart chakra to divine love. And this also assists in dissolving deeply held pain and resentment that perhaps maybe you're feeling or experiencing. So let me put these out here in front, and we'll see how these three actually tie in with the three tarot cards here. So the first tarot card that we have, okay, is the Four of Air. And with this card, God, I love this deck. This is the first angel tarot deck that Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine did, and I think it's still to this day one of their best ones. Love this deck. Just wish my camera were focusing a little bit more. I do not know why it's not. Pardon me. Let's see. Will it autofocus? It should. But it's not. So sorry, guys. Don't know why. But it says, time to rest and take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to autofocus, but that's okay. I will read it to you. If anything, I wanted you to see the beautiful imagery on this. But the Four of Air is rest. And in traditional tarot, if you are familiar with that, it's a person that is like laying in a coffin. So it doesn't necessarily mean death by any means, but it's about, okay, take a break. And that's what this card is saying, is it's time for you to take a break. Also, any situation that you may find yourself in this week, it may not benefit from more action on your part at this moment. So you would be advised perhaps maybe to step back, let it go. And it would also be probable best not to even think about it. Think of this card as like writer's block. Taking a step away often gives you that aha moment, which is what we were talking about in here. Whether it be you're trying to find a solution to a problem that maybe you are encountering, taking a break, a mental break, because that is air energy, which is swords, will allow your mind to de-stress so that you can rebalance that energy. And yeah, you'll start to have that connection again as far as, oh, this is what I need to be doing. So resist the urge to challenge those who also that may disagree with you too. Meditation is often associated with this card. So you may want to consider doing that. And if you find it hard to meditate, try and get yourself outdoors and maybe perhaps go on a walk. That will allow your mind to get off the subject at hand and get more focused on the scenery that's around you. Also, make sure that you're taking time out for yourself. But if you can this week, take a vacation, try and take a day off if you can, or even schedule some time throughout your day where it is, I promise that I'm going to take a 10-minute break in the morning and a 10-minute break in the afternoon. Give yourself a mental break this week for your energy. Oh yeah, you're going to need it. 10 of air. And the 10 of air here, uh, this is a card that is talking about the end of a difficult situation, embracing the change, and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. I really do feel that this ties into last week as well. If you've had a physical health issue, that taking a break and not pushing yourself is going to allow yourself to heal. But the Ten of Air, which is the Ten of Swords, and if you've ever seen the Ten of Swords, you know it's not a beautiful card. It's probably one of the most scariest in the deck because you see this man stabbed in the back with 10 swords, blood, and it looks gruesome. But the symbolic message is you see the sun that's in the background, and the message there is, dude, it's not going to get any worse than what it is right now. So that's the message for this card is you kind of hit rock bottom. So the only way is up. And this card here is really saying, okay, whatever we've kind of been going through is on its way of being over and finalized. So a situation is going to be ending, or it's working on being ended so that we can be set free. You may have even seen this coming, and you could even welcome this as like a new opportunity for you. You may also have a sense of sadness with this card too. But the sadness is almost although it may be a sense of loss, it's also a sense of great relief that you may be feeling because, okay, I don't have to go through that anymore. So let go of what you've been holding on to and know and trust that your angels and your guides are walking with you. Try not to push too hard this week with this card. So that's also the message for this. And free yourself also from being too dependent upon other people. Now let's see what this card is. All right, so we have the King of Fire. This is motivational, idealistic, and ambitious, charismatic. The message here is, and I wish that is what my camera would be doing right now, which is focus, focus, focus. This is saying communicate with vision and be a leader, advice from someone creative. When I see this card, oftentimes it is a boss. So you may have a very overbearing boss that is occurring for you this upcoming week, one that is just really mentally tiring for you. So as much as you can, try and remove yourself and distance yourself from that individual. That would be one recommendation that I could tell you that you may want to take. But yeah, this is definitely about seeing the bigger picture. So if this isn't a person, this perhaps could be the energy that you need to exude along with this, which is being a leader. And as part of a leader, because we don't want to be so mentally drained, delegate. Let other people have control. Release some of the control and let other people take care of some of the things that you've been holding on to because your ego is saying, well, I want it done this way and it needs to be done perfectly and it's got to be in this order. You know what? With this energy here, you would be well advised to just let some things go and let somebody else do some of the things that you may not be able to accomplish. But this fire energy here with the king is seeing things on a bigger scale. So leave some of the details to someone else. And that's part of the leadership energy here. So, folks, those are the messages for this week. And as I see this, to recap, this is definitely saying, it's time to take a vacation, the end of a difficult situation, letting some things go. And, as we let go of some control, I almost feel like some of you entrepreneurs out there are actually going to maybe give the shop to someone for one day and say, you know what, Susan, I'm going to let you take this day and be the manager. I'm going off on a vacation day. So that's part of the vacation here. So allow yourself to give some of that energy to someone else so that you can take this vacation. And that's part of the becoming the master that you seek. And this is also self-love. This is the nurturing. So the big picture here is let some things go, relax, and take care of yourself. I send you so much love, everyone. Angel blessings. And next week, I'm going to get back in front of the camera. We're going to talk a little bit about what I feel for June and what we can expect to occur. Angel blessings, everyone. And if you would like a reading with me, I think I may have said this in the beginning of the video, but if not, you've got my information at timothyriley.biz. And do please feel free to subscribe to this channel. And when you do, you'll see that in the lower right, the red button. Just click on that. And when you do so, make sure that you are clicking that vibrate button on the bell, and it will, there you go. That vibrate button will let you know every time I upload a video. Thank you, everyone. Bye now.